And welcome back. Welcome back. I'm the Doc Bob Lee from BLS. You're watching Open. Our next guest is a producer and host of the Trend podcast, and it's trending. It's a trend podcast, and he joins us to highlight how he got started in the podcasting space and to speak about the work that he is doing as a writer. So please welcome to the show, Justin A. Williams. Justin, hey, what's up?
Hi, how's it going?
Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where did it all start? Where'd you come from?
So I'm from Long Island, New York, originally from Queens, Jamaica, and Forest, and Floral Park. Went to high school in Long Island, then I went to college at Rider University, and I got my master's at political science. That's kind of where I got my start.
And what made you want to get into the business of podcasting?
So funny story enough, my mother has had a media company, newspaper company in New York for about 30 years. It's called the New York Trend. Oh. And I thought we could update and modernize the brand. So I thought, why don't we start a podcast? Originally, it was supposed to be me and my friend, but then the day of the podcast, he had to step out. So I just went in on it by myself, and it's been going on for 3 years now. Great success.
And you're doing well. Who are you catering to? Who's your audience?
So my audience is anyone who's interested in anything that's trending. So for the most part, if you look at our demographics, we have a good even split between men and women. Yeah. Usually between 28 to 34 is our demographic.
Yeah.
And what we love about our audience is it's all over the world. We have fans in Germany, Argentina, Spain. And what we like to talk about is from martial arts to economics to cryptocurrency, all the way to mental health. We cover the whole gamut of things that are trending in the population.
What are they saying about cryptocurrency around this time?
Well, we had a guest on called Conor Borrego. He was an executive at Google, and he predicts good things in the future for cryptocurrency once we get legislative clarity. The problem is there hasn't been a lot of institutional investment, big-time investors like BlackRock trying to get in, make the market seem secure.
Yeah.
But once you get legislative clarity, which should come down with the recent SEC court case in the fall, we should be able to see some big-time movement in crypto.
Yeah, that's good. Well, at least you're putting it out there. We're finding out about it, right? Letting the public know what it's all about.
Yeah, it's a brand new thing, a brand new field. I'm also a teacher as well, so I teach my students, look for new opportunities. Crypto could be a good opportunity for you. Be safe, play the game the right way, but definitely educate yourself on all things that could be opportunities. And tune into the Trend podcast to learn more about it. We've had about 3 different episodes on cryptocurrency.
Beautiful, beautiful. What's mom's name?
Dr. Teresa Taylor Williams.
All right. And you got to give a big shout out to the magazine, the people who are doing the work there.
Yes. Shout out to New York Trend Magazine, NYC. You can find them on Twitter. You can also find them on Facebook. And it's been great, following the legacy of my mother and what she accomplished and has continued to accomplish in her life. She's a big influence on me. She's a PhD from Columbia. She has a PhD in clinical psych. So a lot of what I do and all the work that I do is dealing with mental health and dealing with those issues for my viewers.
Yeah. How are you helping out with the mental health?
So I just wrote a book. And the book is called Reborn Virtues Constellation. And what the book is one of a bestseller on Amazon. What the book is a combination of talking about a hero's journey, mythology, but also talking about the main character has a mental health issue. He's diagnosed as bipolar, and he has to kind of navigate that diagnosis and the journey as a gift to wellness. And that gift to wellness goes on trying to solve a murder mystery as well. As 72 of best friends on campus actually killed him in a past life. So he has to now resurrect his old self as Osiris, but also find a way to navigate this new kind of mental foreground that is going under during the journey.
Beautiful, beautiful. And is this your first book?
This is my debut novel, yes.
There you go. All right. So you're doing a podcast, you got the pen to the paper, you're writing. Mom's behind you every step of the way, and I think it's going to go bigger and bigger. It's going to go far from here, right? What do you see next? What's next that we should look forward to?
Okay, so next is going to be not only more episodes of the podcast, but we also are going to have book 2 of the Reborn series.
Mm-hmm.
Book 2 is going to be called Reborn New World Order. And it's going to be a great book that deals with another social issue. So it's exciting. We have mythologies from Japan, Egypt, Africa, West Africa, Native America, all involved in the story. This is really the story of the ending of the gods and their last story on Earth. Yeah. And the podcast is only going to support that too.
Do you collaborate with other podcasters?
I do. One of my best friends from college, Ken Gunter, he has a podcast called The Professional Athlete. And we work together talking about what do retired athletes do afterwards? What do you do to maintain?
Yeah.
And also what can professional athletes do to better help guys like us, weekend warriors just trying to stay in shape. You look like you're in great shape, Dr. Lee, so I'm sure you love this podcast.
Well, I don't know. I just I took a little break for a little while, but I got to get back into it. And
definitely.
But that's great. People need to know it. So where do we go to find out more about your podcasts?
So to find out more about my podcast, you can go to my Instagram at Professor Jaws. You can go to my Twitter at Dub Everlasting, which is Dubs with a Z. You can also follow me on Facebook at Justin A. Williams.
And of course, we'll post that back up here. We'll post it on the bottom. That information will be right there. See, just like that.
Sure.
And we'll post it up again too. Anything coming up in the future? What are some of the things people come to you? What do they want to know about when they listen to your podcast? Do you do any research to find out what people want?
Yeah. So when we've done some kind of marketing research or surveys or any kind of asking from our fans, what they really, really are interested in is just a natural dialogue, a dialogue that is more of a conversation than an interview that really dives deep into whatever the topic is. A lot of people are interested in crypto first, but a lot of people are also interested in the mental health space too.
Yeah.
They are interested in the latest medications that are coming out, but also the latest therapies. We also talk about race relations. I've had many people want to talk about that. I've had Lenny Green on, talk about his legendary career. And I've had just run a gamut of poets. The most popular episodes we've had was on West Virginia, actually.
Yeah.
And kind of the eulogizing of that population. A movie came out a few years ago about that. So surprisingly enough, for the most part, we thought we had a Black and brown audience, but it's expanded to all different races and demographics.
That's good. And you had my radio brother on, huh? Lenny Green?
Yes. Yeah, great.
What was he talking about? Of course, he does a Quiet Storm on our radio station, WVLS.
Yeah. We talked about his career, his start, where he plans to go next, and just that mentality you need, that hardworking, build something yourself mentality, where you are always growing your potential 5%. That's what I teach my students. Have a growth model, 5% every week, every month. Get better at something every day.
Yeah. Did he tell you that I got him started and then I visited his school when he was in elementary school?
He did. It's all.
He says that every time we're together on stage.
Yes.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy. That's great, man.
Yes, great.
I like the work that you're doing. And I like the way you're spreading it out. I like how you're getting into, because there are a lot of athletes, not only football players and baseball players, but there are boxers out there. And sometimes they get injured and they don't really know that they're injured, but they know that there's something wrong. They have something called concussive syndrome or something like that, or a staggered gait. And that's all a part of mental health too. And it's from taking some blows to the head. So I know a lot of my friends, I was in boxing, a lot of my friends who were in boxing and in football, they experienced that. And even, I think there was a lady that was in soccer. She's experiencing it now. I think she just passed away. She was hitting the ball with her head and all that stuff. So they're starting to realize that, they're running into problems. So I'm glad that you're talking to all of these people to create the awareness that there's some things like this going on, and where they can go for help and how they can remedy that. And I heard you say that you spoke about medications and all of that.
Yes. We talk about different things that are dealing in the world of, medication is really a big boon for a lot of people dealing with all types of medical events. And our podcast, the Professional Athlete and the Trend, both collaborate together to really bring as much information, positivity to people who are in any kind of athletic field that are feeling like, you know what, I don't want my best days to be over. I want to keep moving on a forward trajectory.
Beautiful, man.
Thank
Great.
you.
I love what you're doing. Are you going to be appearing anywhere? You're going to be doing something in public where everybody can come and see you guys?
We're working on that, definitely. And I have some other things in the work in terms of trying to get my book together out there for future opportunities. So you may be seeing Reborn somewhere very special in the coming years.
All right. What's your social and your website?
All right. So the website is therebornseries.com. You can find it on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles. And also my personal Instagram is Professor John.
Beautiful. What school are you teaching at?
York College and Nassau Community College.
Beautiful. Out there in Jamaica, Queens. All right. And Nassau County. All right.
Got to represent.
Justin Williams, producer, host, writer, Trend podcast. We appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Come back again, okay? We'll take a quick break, eh? I've got a whole lot more for you right here on Open. Here we go.